What up, peoples? Mr. Anomaly coming at you again. Hey, 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 hey. Another day with Mr. A. This is a good one for those of you that, oh, he hates women. He hates women. No, no. Steve Irwin's wife. This is a good one. Steve Irwin's wife. Y'all remember Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter? Some of y'all may not remember him. He's the crocodile hunter. I remember vividly, man. Steve was the man. I always cut for Steve, man. Steve was the dude. He was the man. I remember vividly. This is like 2000, early 2000s. I remember this vividly. You know, I remember stupid stuff sometimes, man. I remember this vividly. Me and my boy was chilling, watching TV, hiding a mother son. And I'll never forget it. Showed this crocodile in this little pond. Brown water, this crocodile in the middle of the pond. And out of nowhere, here comes Steve. This is out of nowhere, bro. So that nigga Steve Irwin, bro, don't give a damn, bro. Just out of nowhere, he just come in the water. This is a big one right here, bro. Man, Steve had balls of steel, man. Steve was the man. And you can tell this dude had a mission. He had a purpose. Wildlife was his passion. You could tell, bro. His wife saw him. She said, "Love at first sight." She says he was like a Tarzan type. Dude was in his element. He was in his passion, and you could tell. You could tell with their interactions that this couple. She said she hasn't dated anybody since this dude got took out by that stingray, man. That sucked too. I ain't gonna lie. I was sad when Steve got took out, bro. Got took out by that stingray. He was just observing it, caught him, bro. And you know the funny thing about Steve, and I'm pretty sure those of you that are fans of him would agree. I bet you money Steve would forgive that stingray for taking him out. That's the kind of guy he is, too, by the way. That's the kind of dude Steve was, bro. And his legacy lives on, man. And his wife says she hasn't dated anybody since he passed, bro. Lessons to be learned from this woman. And I'm here to honestly tell you guys, 99.999% of you will not get this.
Put these foolish ambitions to rest.
I'm 45 years old and had sex yet. I doubt I'm gonna get this. Not saying I want it, but I find it funny too because some of y'all, I did a video on my video I did a few days ago. I mentioned that somebody I mentioned one of my subs asked me if I ever think I'd get involved with a woman. I said I doubt it, but I said if I ever did get involved with a woman, it'd probably be a widower. Only been with one dude, and that was the only dude she's been with. And then I saw this, I was like, yeah, this is a freaking woman right here, y'all. This is a woman of caricature, which they don't breed nowadays. You're not gonna get this in 2025. Not gonna happen. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of dudes don't deserve this either. The woman said she hasn't dated anybody since he passed. This, you're not gonna get this with modern day woman. You're not gonna get this with today's woman. You're not going to get this with women who listen. Again, this woman has a voice bigger than mine. My channel got taken down for hate speech.
Is age appropriate? When you are in your 20s, it's okay to play around, play the field, and play the game.
You're not going to get that from women who do this. These women will listen to her more than listen to my black ass. They'll listen to her. They'll listen to stripper doctor more than listen to anybody in this space. This is the mantra nowadays. I talk harshly in my message with somebody not having sex, the connection. The spiritual connection, the soul ties. This woman said she said Steve was her, I'll quote, Steve was her happily ever after. She said, Terry Irwin supposed to say she has no interest in dating or finding love after the death of her husband. She said she described her marriage to Steve as the best marriage in the world. And she said, I totally got my happily ever after with him. These women graduating from their marriage nowadays, you're not going to get that from these. This is why I be roasting these women. You're not going to get that from these modern women. They don't breed that. They don't cultivate that nowadays. She said, while acknowledging feeling lonely for Steve, Terry insists she is not a lonely person. You dudes can take y'all better listen to her. Steve, she's lonely for Steve, but she's not a lonely person. She's content. Lessons to be learned here, y'all. But the point I'm trying to make is you're not going to get that with the modern woman, especially she's out here having whole phases and stuff. And this is why I just keep playing the mighty Reese Bobby.
Always remember, if you ain't first, you're last.
If you're going to get involved with one, just know this. Just know this. And we're going to play for those of you, I'm not like that, I'm not like that. You know the damnableest part is you have to actually gamble on that word, that they're not like that. But it's too late by the time they decide that they are like that. This is why I talk so harsh in my message, man. This stuff is real, man. It's just sex. It's just sex. And what does stripper doctor tell you guys?
Spiritual ideology. And
No, hold on, where is it?
so for me, it's helped me break down what all of my clients know. Y'all know I call it the fairy tale ideology.
She calls it the fairy tale ideology.
And I'm not exaggerating, Cam. I want to say 100%, but I'm going to go 99.9% of women who come in my office. I'm exaggerating, Cam. I want to say 100%, but I'm going to go 99.9% of women who come in my office. Exaggerating, Cam. I want to say 100%, but I'm going to go 99.9% of women who come in my office. I'm having to work on breaking their fairy tale ideology.
You know, I play that clip. I actually had a Gump comment. Well, she didn't really mean 99%. But you can't save some dudes, bro. Some dudes, y'all just want to put them in this little this little sugar and spice and everything nice box, bro. No, they don't make that nowadays. You're not going to get that being in situationships in your 30s and decide, oh, now I'm ready to settle down. You're not going to get that with hoe phases. You're not going to get that with this career boss babe. I need to have my own. You're not going to get that with these modern women, bro. They don't breed it. This is why I talk through them. I talk through them. Like I said again, I ain't had sex yet. The scary part is about the awareness, the awakening that I got, because I don't listen to society thinking I'm less than because I ain't had sex yet. Y'all stay tuned. I got a roast coach. I got to go in on coach, bro. And I'm not even doing that for clout or anything like that. I just going in on dudes that ain't had sex yet, and it's coming from this. Y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna roast coach. I'm roasting him on that one. Y'all stay tuned on that one. The society we live in, bro. You're not gonna get that. They don't cultivate that anymore. And I'm sorry to say that, bro. I know some of y'all want that. We live in a society that talks like this.
About gender roles. I'm pretty unwavering on my position of being traditional.
Traditional with a twist nowadays, guys. This is what they promote nowadays, man.
And of being traditional with a twist.
Stop. What do you mean by that?
I can take care of me, but if I'm gonna be in a partnership, then I need you to be able to protect and provide as well.
Oh, no, that's fine. I expect men to do certain things. I don't know if I'd be comfortable with someone being the sole provider for me.
My money is my money so that I can invest in building myself. Your money is to provide for the unit.
Operated with an emergency breakthrough from your sister. Samson and Sheila. Mama felt, shut up, bitch.
You're not gonna get that with this modern woman in 2025, bro. This is cultivated. This is raised. You just don't flip the switch and get this. And if this is a woman that's like this, you're not gonna smash and dash this. You're gonna have to court this. You're gonna have to go through some channels to get this. You're not gonna be able to run game on this. You're not gonna be able to cold approach this. Most people are not going to get this. They're not capable for it. They're not capable of it. That's why I be roasting women like Tia Mary. And again, got pushback on that. Women give you pushback on that, bro. They don't. It's not gonna happen, bro. You know what I like about this story too? It's the woman doing it. We know that goes against the romantic ideology as well. That's why the romance. If it was the man who didn't date anybody after his wife passed, that would get more traction with the modern woman. But the fact that it's the woman that's doing this, how much y'all want to bet that's gonna fall like that? Like 99.9% of women are gonna reject that. This is not romantic. What she is doing is not romantic. That's why she said that about being lonely. She's lonely for Steve, but she's not lonely. Steve was her happily ever after. And to be honest with you, I mean, the goddamn crocodile hunter, I mean, how many people compete with Steve? Let's keep Nick Steve, bro. Not too many men gonna be doing what Steve doing, bro. Let's just keep it a buck. She even said it. He's like a superhero. The point I'm trying to make is she viewed him like that. She viewed him like that. And just a quick, just spoiling that video, not having sex. The whole point of that was somebody had told Coach that, and I got this before too, because somebody had told me that some women don't like men who haven't had sex yet. And you know, y'all stay tuned to that video. I just got to break this shit down. I'm just the mentality of some dudes and even coaches thinks like that. And I digress on that, bro. But yeah, man, she viewed him like a superhero, bro. He was her purpose. Just like Kevin Samuels every damn day on this goddamn show was trying to tell these women, your purpose is a man. Your purpose is a man. Your purpose is a man. You could see the love that they had. It's in their children. That dude had an anointing. Sucks he had to go. Humanity lost a special person with Steve Irwin, man. Yep, that was a good dude, man. You could tell that was a good, genuine, good human being, bro. Yep, you can see it in his kids. His son looked just like him too, bro. His son's carrying on his legacy, man. Godspeed. But yeah, man, this right here, this modern day woman, you're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get that with whole phases. I'm Miss Independent. I got to get mine. I'm gonna wait till I'm in my 30s and 40s. Situationship. That's not gonna happen. And for the women, like, oh, you guys are bitter. I'm not like that. This is what happens whenever you deal with a woman who is not like that. With today's marriage. Listen to this.
I've spent about 1.5 years wondering if I should get a divorce. The hardest question you will ever have to ask yourself is, do you want to make it work? Personally, the yearn for freedom was stronger than my yearn to make it work.
This is why I talk so harshly. This is why I keep quoting the mighty Reese Bobby.
Always remember, if you ain't first, you're last.
You don't turn that shit on. You don't turn it off. I'm gonna have to break this down. But
my ex-husband was such a great man, which is what tortured me with my decision. But was such a great man, which stronger than my yearn to make it work. My ex-husband was such a great man, which is what tortured me with my decision to make it work. My ex-husband was such a great man, which is what tortured me with my decision. Just felt this yearning to explore myself without him, and I felt like where I was going in my life, he wasn't able to go with me, and this was a journey that I had to walk alone. But that period when I was unsure of what to do or if I should leave was agonizing. I was tortured, I was unwell, I was sick, I was scared, I was self-destructive.
Operated with an emergency breakthrough from your sister. Samson and Sheila, Mama felt, shut up, bitch!
That shit's funny. I'm pretty sure I'm not like that. I would never do that. Now until she is. This is why I say they gotta earn being with you. Nothing is absolute, guys. Nothing is guaranteed. The only thing that's guaranteed is monk mode. That's the only thing that's guaranteed. Hell, even Coach admitted that too. Relationships, man, it's all luck. Nothing's absolute, bro. I think what's the statistic? Even if she has a virginity, it's like an 85% success rate. Even if she has a virginity, nothing is absolute except monk mode. He doesn't understand women. I understand that shit. There's no one size fits all here. This woman said this dude didn't do anything wrong. This is what happens when you wiping up women who get all the sausages. That's what happened. Miss me with that. This is most men. This space wouldn't exist. Marrying street meat who can't marry the man she wants, settles for your ass, and then she talks like this. Most men are not going to get Steve Irwin's wife. That's a woman. This right here, I don't know what this is. You're not going to get that women who talk like this. And then they be posting this dumb crap online. Another tier Mary. Same spirit. Be careful, bro. Be careful. They're all tethered to the same T to chaos. Move accordingly. Whole phases in your 20s, wait until your 30s. All red flags, man.
and one foot in another life, and I just was like walking back and forth trying to figure it out. Once you make a decision of what you're going to do, you can finally move. But until then, you are just stuck. I ended up cheating at the very end of my marriage because I did not want to disappoint him. I didn't know how to break his heart, and I just butchered the job.
She was she wasn't there at the start. She wasn't there at the very beginning. Think about this, what she said at the beginning. This is what trips me out about the whole sexual. This is why I talk about, I'm so harsh about sex and soul ties. And again, I'm very harsh.
This statement cannot be magnified enough. You are who you fuck.
This glosses over so many men's heads.
This statement cannot be magnified enough. You are who you fuck. You are who you fuck.
Bunch of mammon worshiping hedonists. Both. This is where we're headed, guys. Just go monk mode. Mammon worshiping hedonists. Mammon worshiping hedonism. That's where we're headed, man. They're selling their souls for the bag. I hope y'all get Vince McMahon on. You women that sell y'all souls for mammon. You're not gonna get that women who do this. You are who you fuck, bro. This is why I'm so harsh. This is why I can say I can eyeball most of these women on a spiritual scale. I haven't had sex yet. I can tell these women are already tainted. That's why I talk the way I talk, tethered to chaos. They're all suckling on the same teats of chaos, bro.
Demonic spirits more easily obsess those whose lower animal functions dominate. Demons like them, they seek them out.
But I tell you, I know this black bill is too much for a lot of cats out here, man. It is what it is. But just.
It's been about a year and a half wondering if I should get a divorce.
A year and a half, she was with this dude, laying up under this dude. Shout out to Coach on that one. Getting her cheeks clapped by this dude. And this dude up here probably cream pieing her, trying hard, trying to base his manhood on trying to give her the big orgasm, basing his self-worth on that, and she's not even there. She's up here like, should I leave this nigga? You're not gonna get the Steve Irwin. You're not gonna get Steve Irwin's wife. Women like this, they're not gonna. She hasn't dated anybody since this dude passed. That's still tripping me out, y'all. That is tripping me out, bro. That's a freaking woman right there, man. You're not gonna get that with these modern women, bro. I just shout out to her. That's a woman. I don't know what this is. A year and a half. This dude put kids in her. She's out. She wasn't there to. Be wary out there. Is it all women? No, but it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's not all, but it's a lot. And again, if she's not like that, if she's Steve Irwin's wife, you're going to have to compete. Yep, you're going to have to compete for her. Get your shit together, bro. And that's how it should be. That's how it should be. Yes, that's how it should be. You're going to have to compete for her. Get your shit together. God dang right. Like I said, as I am right now, 45 had sex yet, I don't even deserve a woman like this. As I am right now, nope, I got a lot to work. I still got a lot of work to do. I can be honest with myself. Yeah, that the dude. How I got to cope going the rest of my life knowing I'm not going to have a woman and I'm a virgin and I have a prawn addiction. If you don't get the hell up off my channel with that dumb shit, you don't deserve it. If you're a dude throwing your dick around, all that shit, you don't deserve it either. Paying for Jezebels, you don't deserve it. As far as I'm concerned, if you're a guy that's lonely, you can't stand being by yourself, you're angry, as she just eloquently stated, she's lonely for Steve, but she's not a lonely person. You better learn from this woman. She's content in her own. She just misses her. She just misses her other half. And that's another thing for the whole romantics. Somebody's going to pass before the other. Then you got to go the rest of your life missing your partner. That's some shit for you right there. There ain't no guarantee that your partner's going to pass and you're going to pass like right next, like the next day. One of y'all's going to have to live without the other. Hey, man, that's real, man. This ain't the movies. This is about the closest thing to a movie you're going to get right here. She said that she knew it as soon as she saw that guy. 15 years, I think they were married. She said she's happily married 15 effing years, bro. How many marriages are like that nowadays? There are anomalies, if you will, and those exceptions prove the rule. Sorry to say this, guys. We don't do Disney romance over here like Stripper Doctor does with most of these women. Most of you guys aren't going to get this. It is what it is. Go single, Go the trick route and bang all these scallywags selling their ass online, or go monk mode. You can take a chance. If you're gonna take a chance, just listen to Reese. Just listen to Reese.
Always remember, if you ain't first, you're last.
That's all I'm saying. I ain't trying to say don't do it or don't do it, but all I'm trying to say is you ain't first, you're last.
One of the girls that be like, the D can't be that good until I've experienced it being that good. Like now, I have no words. I'm shooked. Because what is my excuse now? Besides all the other little shit, like, yeah, he be playing your face, da. But what happens when it's really that good? When it's out of that world? When you just sitting here having fantasies and reminiscing and you dreaming about it before you go to sleep and all that. What happens then? What are you gonna tell me? Because that's not even part of the argument no more. It is that good. It is, and I miss it so much now. What now? You know how hard it is to find a man that just knows what he's doing? That just knows what he's doing, like he just gets it at the right spot every time, and then he's an eater combo.
Oh,
Because
no.
usually you don't get both. That's a rare breed. Either the heavy good and the DB butt, or the D is good and the head is butt, but you cannot find both. Imagine finding both.
All the same meat to me.
I have no interest in women like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You are who you fuck. And again, this is the mantra of society. I'm not mad at this woman. I saw somebody say, they need to ban OnlyFans. No, they don't. Why? You guys are, this should be liberating to you. You guys are seeing the Jezebel spirit in full effect. Let them act a fool. Hey, show your ass. I ain't mad at you. Do it. This has always been here, guys. This has always been here. The spirit of Lilith, bro. It's always been here. You're not going to find too many women like Steve Irwin's wife. That's the point of this video. They're anomalies. Let them. Ban OnlyFans, what? You know who talks like that? Simps trying to Captain Saberhole. Let them act the fool. They're showing their ass. Even back in the olden days, the medieval times, the Western times, the earlier days, a lot of times they were with dudes just for survival. I was watching that American Primal on Netflix in the Indian time, the Western times, or the frontier, and there was a single mom trying to get to point A to point B, and she was in this I don't know, train station, whatever, and she was talking to this other lady. She was like, they make it difficult for women in this country. And she was like, yeah, that's why we get married, right? To survive. And she was so miserable looking, but she was married to some dude she didn't want to be with. She was just surviving, bro. Most of them are just surviving, man. A lot of women are just surviving, bro. Like who likes you, man? I don't get some dudes, man. I don't know, some dudes just be thirsty for love and affection. It's like, y'all can, like, you can tell when a woman genuinely likes you, bro. Like Steve and his woman, man, you could tell they had a genuine connection, bro. I don't get it how some dudes don't be seeing that shit. But again, year and a half, you're not there. There has to be a disconnect there. Something you're missing. I refuse to believe that this dude's just the science got to be there. I refuse to believe that you can't tell this woman ain't into you, bro. I refuse to believe that. I can tell when a woman ain't into me, man. That's why I don't give a shit. I don't go out my way to try to impress them. That's why I said dudes better ask themselves what y'all want. If you think you're gonna find this, sad chance it's not gonna happen. It is what it is, man. Pick a lane, go with it. Monk mode, go out here and be a part of the Babylonian mammon worshiping, paying money. That's where we're headed. Go be a part of that. There's gonna be consequences for all this shit. There's gonna be price tags. But hey, man, I'm just a dude. What do I know? Shout out to her. Shout out to her, man. Yep. Shout out to Terry Irwin. Yep. Has stated she has no plans to date again. She says she's totally got my happily ever after. Tia Murray. Graduated from your goddamn marriage. These women they're done. These women are done. I hope y'all get Vince McMahon until the end of time, until the Most High come back with the sword. I hope these rich dudes just plow y'all and Vince McMahon all y'all, because y'all all deserve it. Leaving marriages from decent dudes who's stupid enough to marry your monkey ass. You deserve all the smoke. And if you're a man out here trying to slow pimp your way into these women's draws, You deserve all the smoke. You deserve all the foodie calls. You deserve all the freaking canceled dates and ghostings. You deserve all the smoke if your monkey ass ever trying to slow pimp your way into these draws, man. I wouldn't put forth much effort if I was you, because they fucking somebody. That's just me, though. But what do y'all think, man? I know I went on a little tangent there. Yeah, he hate women. That's a woman, Terry Irwin. Didn't date nobody since he passed. The modern women, hell, what's the stats? At least over half of these women married nowadays got a orbiter, got a dude in the bullpen just waiting. You're not gonna get that with smartphones, guys. You're not gonna get that. This smartphones is a tree of knowledge. You're not gonna get that, man. Sorry to break it to you. That's some black pill for your ass. And the world doesn't give a shit if you like it or not. It is what it is. But that woman right there, that's a woman. That's a freaking woman. I don't know what I see nowadays, but I don't see women. That's why I talk through most of them in their 30s and shit. Talking about, I'm looking, please. Too many women want to be wives and shit, and they're not. You got plenty of women out there married and got kids, and they're not wives. Hell, a lot of them ain't even mothers, and they got kids. It is what it is. I'm off base in this assessment. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. It is what it is. Hey, man, the milk's been spilled. The die has been cast. All you can do is move accordingly. That's all I got, good peoples. Survey says one more for the good guys. I'm out, y'all. Latest.